Hey guys, welcome back to Mediocre Commentaries, and today we'll be playing the Tower of Zero Disturbances. Now, I've heard that this is a tower in Zone 1. However, as may be apparent from the very long upload hiatus, I have not played this game in quite a while. Supposedly, I have beaten this tower on this account. However, the version of me that beat this tower must have been me from a very long time ago, for some reason I'm suspecting. But nevertheless, we are going to run through it today. So, without further ado, I guess let's get started. So here we go, the Tower of Zero Disturbances. I'm sure that GameMater has many disturbances planned for me inside this, so I'm quite nervous, I suppose. Here we go. So, but before I start this, I must get this out of the way. I'm not coming back, unfortunately. I did, however, want to provide a couple of just updates about everything. So yeah, that's my plan on doing this while I play this tower, because I've not played this game in some time, and it has been quite a while, and I suppose I should give some updates about everything. So I suppose this won't be a true commentary on a tower, as I normally do, given that I haven't done that in a while, and this is more meant to be talking, but I will perhaps comment on some of the things I find very interesting. So I guess coming back, it's a very strange experience. The name of the game has changed, and this tower is new, I think. Supposedly I've beaten it, but I was told earlier that apparently the old tower being removed, when they replaced it with this one, you got the tower points anyway, so that's good. Anyhow, so actual things about my life. It has been a very eventful 4 years, or 3 years, or however long it's been for me. I am now attending college, and I'm quite busy. Admittedly, I might as well go say I'm attending an Ivy League school, and that's been very exciting. I'm studying biology and Japanese, and that's been very, very fun, and yeah, wow. I suppose time really flies, doesn't it? I must say that thank you all so much for all the support you've given me over the past 4 years. I won't lie and say I read every comment, but I do read quite a few of them, and the impact that I've seemingly had on many of you, whether that be with you playing this game or getting into this game, and for some of you, you've left things like, you've really helped me through this time, or you are a foundational part of my experience in whether this game or just YouTube, and that is extremely surreal for me to read and watch, because to be honest, I think I'm quite ordinary. That's part of why I started this channel under the moniker of Mediocre Commentaries. I admittedly wasn't expecting it to blossom into whatever it has, and I'm just really surprised that it's happened, and again, it is really surreal looking back on everything. I think one of the more odd aspects of what I was doing, oh no, do I not need to press the button? I don't need to press the button. I've been cut off by a puzzle that I was thankfully able to overcome. I think, well, anyway, as I was saying, I think one of the cooler aspects of what ended up happening was that live streaming and recording all these videos and doing everything I did actually gave me a lot of, I guess, what might be called soft skills for a lot of things I was doing in high school and now college, in that I really like speaking now, and doing YouTube and speaking as I was, and live streaming and all of the above. It really allowed me to, I don't want to say like get out of my shell or anything like that, but it made me a lot more confident about speaking in front of crowds, and that was never really my intention in starting this channel, but it was a very nice benefit of just doing what I was doing, because now I can speak, I would say, fairly well, and I really enjoy it. So yes, I must say thank you all for the support with that, because I certainly would not be the person I am today without just having had the YouTube experience and having grown my voice and having received so much support from so many wonderful people. And again, it is all just very surreal, and I apologize for taking a break for 4 years and not saying anything. I think I may have made some silly community posts. I honestly cannot remember anymore. I've since taken them down, because the context of this, I must add, for me producing this video, is that earlier today, while I was tutoring somebody, they're a middle schooler, and I mentioned to them that I had a YouTube channel. I decided to show it to them at the end of the lesson just to be a little silly. And I ended up going to my channel analytics, and I saw some of the comments, and one of them was like, July 28th. And a couple of them were like, July 28th? Guys, it's July 28th. That was yesterday. But I think I may have said something about returning on July 28th. I did not mean that at that point, but it is just a beautiful moment of serendipity that the day I've decided to do this is July 29th. So there you go, I suppose. But anyway, so yes, while showing the comments and my channel to this middle schooler, I was thinking, wow, I should really say something, right? Like, I mean, every so often I'll get a push notification on my phone that says like, oh, please come back and all these things. And unfortunately, while I can't do that realistically with my schedule anymore, I did at least want to say something, and thank you all for all the support you gave me. And I hope that this video comes to you with a little bit of excitement, even though perhaps I'm not promising any future content, but I don't know. Things have been going really well for me. I'm very happy right now, and gosh, wow. Another thing I must say is that it's incredibly weird going back on some of my videos and hearing my younger voice. I don't know how different I sound now, to be honest, because I, of course, have not edited this video as I'm speaking it right now. But it does feel very weird to hear like a much younger version of me in this lighter voice just saying all these things. And I missed a button. There is a big button right there. So clearly I should not be making commentaries on this channel anymore, any longer. I've lost the touch. Admittedly, I do feel like a bit of a boomer playing this game now, because so much has changed, and I think I'm quite the changed person, I suppose. I'm not really sure. There's a button, I got it. I thought that was a kill break. I'm surprised I remember that word, but that's very nice that I do. Oh, the spinner is very cool. This music is also very nice, I must say. I really enjoyed playing Dream Team on my 3DS when I was younger. So, you know, I am realizing that to actually be able to call this a commentary, I should probably be talking about the tower a bit more. This seems pretty fun. Now, I know I'm not the best person to review this by any means, but I mean, the mechanics are fun. This seems like a good introductory tower. I like them. I like the gradients, and the music is great. I loved playing Mario Dream Team on my 3DS as a kid. I don't think I ever beat it, but let's see what this puzzle is. I'm only activated by the part over there, says the button. And I imagine I roll this. Yes, I do. That's a cool puzzle. I like that. It's a very kind button. Very polite. I appreciate that. Sorry if it seems like my time is all over the place. I most definitely have not been falling. That would be far below me. And I definitely have not been flubbing words and wanting to go back and re-record things. That would never be me. However, let's see what this says. Try to get this box over to that button without it hitting the red pot. I shall try my best to endure this quest and hopefully emerge victorious. Yes! I solved the puzzle. Okay. I wonder what this is down here. Well, this is probably where, like, a present was held at some point, and I've now fallen. Well, let's see if I can get back down. Oh no, guys, I've just realized I've fallen down an arbitrary amount of studs. You know what this means. I'll meet you guys back up there. I would like to give a shout out to nap_wall because they were here while I was here and they joked about it. So there you go. I'm now indeed back up here. I hope that wait was not long. This is pretty fun, to be honest. I did not really think I was ever going to come back here, but I'm glad I have because I mean, even just talking to some certain individuals before I was filming this video was very pleasant. People seem to have a very strong positive impression of the videos I was producing back 3 years ago. That time span seems kind of ridiculous. I know it's really not all much in the grand scheme of this life, but it does seem like a very long time. And it feels good to be back behind a microphone again. I have been producing videos of some sort, not YouTube content. It's kind of going back to those soft skills I mentioned just from doing YouTube. Some people, like my teachers, they wouldn't commission me, but they would want me to create videos. Like the other day I made something for one of my past high school teachers who contacted me about something they wanted me to make just because they knew I could do video editing, and I did, and that was fun. So I have been using the microphone and everything, but I have certainly not uploaded anything to YouTube in a very long time. But anyway, this is very fun. These dark circle pads increase your jump power while you're in contact with them. Let's see if that works. That did indeed work. Oh, I remember the balloons. That's very fun. Okay, I thought these were going to be balloon poppers, or however those certain kill bricks are called. It looks like they're normal kill bricks. Jump to dismount if you don't know already, lol. I will jump to dismount. That's very cool. So yes, again, thank you all so much for watching my videos. It's always a very just interesting thing to tell people that I did, because it may be hard to believe given the personality I've evinced on this YouTube channel, but I'm a bit of what people might call a nerd in school, admittedly. When I'm tutoring people or helping people or just in class, that's the main thing I get called, I would think. And it's all in good fun. They're my friends and everything. But most people don't really believe that I would have a YouTube channel, especially when playing Roblox, let alone JTO, hobbies and everything. And so it does feel like this whole channel is just a very interesting chapter of my life. I don't even know if calling it a chapter of my life is necessarily correct, because it's more like just a part of me, I suppose. And I'm very glad that I did it, because I certainly would not be the person I am today without it. But anyway, tower. Now, I doubt that anybody will really use this guide to beat this tower, given that this isn't that bad. It's quite forgiving. But for the one person out there who's really struggling with Tower of Zero Disturbances, who is having certainly more than 0 disturbances while playing this guide is for you. Anyway, nice! You're halfway there. I'm not sure why I'm giving this sign to British accent, and perhaps that British accent is mightily disrespectful and not very good, but I think that's what I've gone with, so I'm going to continue doing that. I guess some other things about my life that I never really talked about while on this channel. I don't know, maybe I mentioned I played the viola. I did a lot of orchestra through high school, and I'm doing orchestra in college right now. And I'm playing the piano as well. That's very fun. Music is very important to me. Hit the wall on the right to avoid me. That's really cool. That's a cool mechanic. Sorry for cutting myself off there, but I guess there's some other things, and I'm learning Japanese right now. That's been very, very fun. I absolutely love languages. I never really got to talk much about that. Oh, I forgot to read this sign. Any especially memorable mechanics like that will likely make an appearance again later in the tower. I'm anxiously awaiting the reappearance of that button mechanic, because that was actually quite fun. I guess other things I did in high school, college, I did Latin through high school, and that was really fun. Well, fun is perhaps not the right word. It was an interesting experience, and I'm glad I had it, but it was quite, Latin is quite a difficult language. But other things, I kind of went the classic applying to college route, where I took a bunch of AP classes, and I did pretty okay on them, and I tried to have nice extracurriculars. I was like the president of my school's biology club, science olympiad, all these things. And it's all very fun, but I don't know. Is this an actual rap? This feels like a bit too intense for this tower. You weren't supposed to do that jump, right? You know you weren't supposed to do that jump, right? Let's see where this takes me. Oh, it took me here. Welcome to your final safety net. There's only 4 floors left to go. I did feel like that rap was strangely challenging for the difficulty level this tower is at least convincing me of. So I am glad that wasn't necessarily intended that. Those transparent walls over there only collide with the morphing part. So those transparent walls only collide with the morphing part. So I imagine I should probably avoid those. There we go. This reminds me of, what's that Ring 8 tower? The Suffering Outside, I think it's called. Where there's one part that has like a timed X pusher or something like that. I cannot believe I'm actually speaking about these things semi-correctly. I'm very surprised that I remember any of this. Oh, I actually dodged that beat block. That makes me happy. But yeah, I'm not the only one who's aged 4 years, of course. Everybody else who originally started watching my content at the time I was uploading it has also, of course, aged 4 or 3 years, however long. And I don't know, time flies, doesn't it? I hope you're all doing very well. I read some very kind comments earlier today that were very uplifting about following your dreams, never giving up hope, and just all these things. And I hope those things all apply to you. I must say I'm doing quite well. I'm very happy. I mean, life is just very wonderful right now, and just the fact that this is a part of my life at all is something wonderful, because again, I believe I'm quite an ordinary individual. So the fact that I ever got to do something like this and make an impact on a community, even though it might be just a Roblox community, is just truly an amazing thing, because I mean, that's the point of it all, right? Just to help people. Anyway, next sign. Turrets like these may seem dangerous, but they're blocked by walls. Note that you can phase through the transparent green walls, however. Okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. These turrets seemed quite nice. Anyhow. Apologies about the breaks in time every now and then. I just sometimes need to recuperate myself and figure out things to talk about, because admittedly I have not done this style of recording in quite a while. But again, this is very fun, and I hope that this is coming as a nice surprise to some people, because I imagine that not many people are expecting me to do this. I haven't told anybody about this, rather than the, like, 3 people I was talking to in this zone earlier. But, I don't know, it's all very fun. Let's see what this button does. So we have a morpher, and that's brought me up, hopefully metaphorically as well. And oh my goodness, that was a great move on my part. These beat blocks are fun. I like how the new beat, I don't know if these beat blocks are the same for every tower, but I like how they have a little flash before them, and they're not like the beat blocks from before. Oh, it's this section again. I enjoyed this section from before. This is very fun. I think this tower is quite fun. I'm not sure how it like fares against all the other modern towers, because I certainly cannot play any of them. Also, I must say, people have gotten so good at the game. I think people are beating like horrific towers now, which is just crazy to me. Ready for the final 2 floors? I sure hope I am. I think overall I quite like this tower. I mean, the design is very pleasant, and this is a very nice tower just to walk through. I'm trying to think of more things to talk about. I understand how it might feel ridiculous for one to struggle to come up with things to talk about over the last 4 years, but, you know. Oh, yes, I suppose one thing I could talk about. Believe it or not, I have not been playing that many video games over the past 4 years. The comments I made in that community post indeed held true, where I did not have much time to do those things, so I do not do them. But, however, I suppose I have played some fun games. I play a lot of Limbus Company. I played Stardew Valley for a while. Things like Dark Souls 3 were very fun. I play a lot of visual novels now. Those are all very fun. I guess I play things like Genshin and Honkai. Never for very long, because, I don't know, unfortunately, I am what some people might call a workaholic in that if I don't feel like I'm working, I feel like I'm not being useful, or like I'm not following my dreams, or any of these things. But I don't know. I think playing games like these is still very valuable. Oh, I see. I pushed the green block. Right, it appears this is the final floor. This is very cool. I like the music a lot. I think it's Miitopia. Yeah, it is Miitopia. I love playing Miitopia as a kid. It's a very cool design. Oh, I like the little smiley. That's so cute. Well, I suppose, I hope this video has been fun to watch, just to hear me speak about things. Though I imagine I'm not playing the game very well, or commentating about it very well for that matter. But nevertheless, I think just, again, thank you all so much for everything, and I hope everything's going well for all of you. I know some of you are certainly much older now than when you started watching me, or perhaps some of you are still young, I suppose. But I hope that for everybody who watched any of my channel, I hope you were positively impacted in some way, because again, that's really all I can hope for. And I hope that in this life you get to accomplish all your dreams and all your aspirations. I think there's really a lot of wonderful things in this world, and even when it gets hard, I think it's nice to look back on just all the wonderful memories you have. And for me, YouTube is one of those memories. Now, of course, I've had a lot more experiences that I would count as wonderful since then, but I still think it's a really just wonderful thing to have made content. I'm not going to go as far as call it art by any means, but it's nice to just put myself out there and be like, hey, this is me. Now, of course, I'm putting on a bit of a creator persona, but it is just very nice, and I feel very lucky to have been given the opportunity that I have to create content and have fun while doing it and be in a very supportive community. However, that seems like it's it for this tower. This is a very fun experience overall. I enjoyed talking. I hope it was as enjoyable for you as it was for me. What is that? It appears there's a picture of something that looks like a car, roughly. I can't really tell. My vision is quite bad, it seems. Anyhow, I should probably hit the wind pad, but it's been a very fun tower. So, yes, I really quite enjoyed this. I feel very good about myself. That is a really, really great win to have. Congratulations on beating the tower. There are more towers ahead of you. 15 towers in this zone alone. Good luck. And that would be a good message if I were planning on playing this game any longer, but I unfortunately am not. So anyway, all that to say, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just meant to be a quick update on everything. I'm doing well. I hope you all are doing well. Keep chasing your dreams. Really great things can happen. I think just one of the more foundational things I've learned or been told or anything like that rather is that if you work hard and be kind, you can experience some truly amazing things. So if you do, I don't know how many views this video is going to get, but for the people who were really interested in me coming back, I hope this serves as just a nice little video that, hey, I'm still here and things are going really well. And I hope that for everybody watching this video, things go well for them, whatever their aspirations may be. Maybe it's to beat the next soul-crushing tower or to become a doctor. Oh, I should probably have mentioned that I plan on becoming a doctor, hopefully surgery, which will be it's a funny career path if you want to call YouTube a career by any means, just YouTuber to surgeon, I suppose. But yes, things are just really great, and I hope that everybody who watches this video and everybody who ever watched any of my things was benefited positively by it, because I think that that's the most you can really ask for by anything you do. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I was just watching my TOUT, I believe it's called. Yes, I think that's the correct name for that tower. Commentary in the outro, and goodness, I was quite livid about that tower, wasn't I? I apparently called it quite horrid, that I didn't like it. I would hope that I've become a bit of a kinder person since then, but I suppose I should do the outro. As always, thank you guys for watching. I will not pressure you into like, comment, and subscribing, because that seems a little silly to do at this point, given the circumstances. But I was apologizing in my last uploaded video for my very inconsistent upload schedule, and I suppose that apology did not go through much, given that I next waited 4 years, or 3 years, or however long it's been to upload my next video. But I suppose this is a more of an official send-off to my channel rather than a frankly very melancholic community post. I'm very sorry about the tone I was writing that with. Again, things change over 4 years, which is admittedly quite a long period of time. But yeah, I mean, things are going well. I can't really remember the things I was feeling when I decided to stop uploading, but I did end up focusing on my school a lot more, and I think I've only received good things from that. But so I suppose this is the official send-off to the Mediocre Commentaries channel. I don't see myself coming back. Maybe I'll get another update video in 4 years, and maybe I'll go play like a slightly harder tower or something like that. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching this channel. I'm glad I get to come back and say these things, because you all, I mean all of you, every single person who watched and left a comment, or the people in the earliest days who gave me suggestions on my mic settings and my video settings and all these things, thank you so much for watching this channel. It's really been a very profound positive impact on my life, and it is, I suppose, a vain hope to hope that I could make a positive impact like that on anybody else's life, but I hope you've at least enjoyed these videos, and again, I think that's the least I can hope for. So yes, thank you guys all so much for watching this channel. I hope this video comes with excitement to you all. I hope it was a little interesting to hear me talk about my life for about 15 minutes. I'm not sure how long this video is going to end up being, but yes, thank you all so much, and while I can't say I'll see you next time, I just do want to say goodbye, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.